Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Red Sox fan, aka Ty Lord, and I am finally back again with another Let's Play World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade. This is episode 3, and we are here in the starting area of the Blood Elves in Eversong Woods, Sunstrider Isle. But we won't be here for long, because in the last episode, we basically finished every single quest we could in this starting area, and we have one last quest aiding the Outrunners, which tasks us with actually leaving the starting zone for good, basically. I was going to say for the first and last time we're going to be leaving our starting zone. So we come upon Dawning Lane. We have some Sunstrider Guardians here. These big buff-old dudes will protect us from the evil level 70s that like to come and camp the starting zones, which actually I've never experienced that, so that's not really an issue. Let's go ahead and talk to Outrunner Ilarion here, aiding the Outrunners. Well, hello there, priest. I heard that a resourceful young blood elf formerly in the service of magistrix might be making their way down here to help us Outrunners. Hey, that's me. She's talking about me. Cool. Alright, so the follow-up, slain by the wretched, go south into the ruins of Silvermoon and look for the slain Outrunner on Dawning Lane. We will do just that. Little fun fact, there's a path forking off this main road that leads to a building over here. And you might be wondering, well, well, what the heck is over here in this building? And, oh shit, there is actually someone over here. I thought this place was completely empty. I was going to say, fun fact, this building is nonsense. Well, it turns out it isn't. So this is Master Kellerun Bloodmorn. Oh my god, that sword though. Let's get a nice close look at this sword if we can. What is that? It's like a frickin', like a lightsaber. Look, it's like an energy blade. Wow, so he's a Blood Knight. And, he must be not a quest giver, but he must be some sort of quest NPC, or else why would he be out here? Maybe not. Maybe he's just there as a little Easter egg for something. I have no idea. Maybe he's part of the lore. I haven't read much about the Blood Elf lore, other than the book Arthas, written by Christy Golden, which really revamped the whole World of Warcraft. I wouldn't say, like, fan fiction. It's not fan fiction. It's actual lore information, plot, story that has been, I want to say, endorsed by Blizzard, basically. You know, given the okay to be written. So Christy Golden, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not really licensed content, but she basically worked in a lot of her novels, like actual World of Warcraft novels. She worked with the devs, basically the story, the main people who work with the story of World of Warcraft. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but oh, I remember. In her novel Arthas, went over how Arthas actually, the Lich King, after he came back from Northrend, after he basically turns into the Lich King, how he came, he brought the remains of Kel'Thuzad, and so this is the Dead Scar, which we'll discover it later. And actually, when we created our character, that opening video / monologue talked about the Dead Scar. So basically, Arthas, he walked from, I'm pretty sure he walked from Northrend down, he walked up from the Eastern Plaguelands, up through the Ghostlands, there's a Dead Scar, and then into Silvermoon City, basically splitting Silvermoon City in half. So the ruins of Silvermoon used to be part of Silvermoon City, now they're just the ruins of Silvermoon. And he killed a lot of Blood Elves. Sylvanas, Sylvanas Windrunner was one of them. Killed her, turned her into a Banshee, and she eventually escaped his clutches and became the Banshee Queen, and yeah, we all know her story. So let's not waste any more time. Slain by the wretched. There is actually a corpse here. Poor slain Outrunner. She doesn't even have a name. She's just known as slain Outrunner. But she has Arona's package, I believe, or something like that. So return to Outrunner Ilarion with Arona's package. Alright, let's go ahead and accept this quest. So we have to run all the way back here. That was a lot of wasted time. And we leveled up. Ding! We leveled up to 7. This stuff's too high for me. Someone link some stuff in the world chat, but I do not need that. I don't need those items yet. Well, I wouldn't say I don't need them, but I can't use them even if I did get them. So let's turn this quest in. Package recovery. What did you find? Here's a package. By the Sunwell. That's the 3rd outrunner we've lost this month. Alright, so... So now that I've known that 3 outrunners this month have died by the wretched, here, why don't you try this delivery, you know? 4th time's the charm. Am I right? So, let's take that package. We'll accept the quest. So basically, completing the delivery, you have to run over to Falcon Wing Square, is the city in the ruins of Silvermoon. So there's going to be a lot of aggressive NPCs over here. They're actually going to be a little under-leveled for us, just because we level so fast. Actually, that Arcane Patroller's 8, so that's not really... That's higher than us. That's not really under-leveled. But we'll basically be safe. If you just run along this main road, here's a Silvermoon Guardian, we won't be attacked. But we will get quests in Falcon Wing Square to kill all these wretched and these Arcane Patrollers. And every now and then, my FPS is dropping. I don't know why. But speaking of which, I've actually, you guys will be glad to hear this. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Relieved, I guess. Glad, relieved, excited. I've ordered a new computer. And by a new computer, I mean I've ordered all the parts individually to build a computer. So my processor's already arrived. Once they all get here, I will build that shit as quick as I can. And, whoa. One second. Sorry about that. Anyway, what I was saying was, once all of the parts arrive, I will build that shit as quickly as possible, download all the shit I need, and then I can start playing and recording on my nice new computer. It's gonna be great. All in all, I spent around, it was only around 800 to 900, so it's not like a top-of-the-line computer, but it's gonna be pretty good compared to this one that I'm currently using that's from probably 2009 or so, and it does have a quad-core processor, but it's an AMD processor, which they're not as good as Intel, and it's 1.8 gigahertz, which is pretty slow. So the processor that I actually just got here is an Intel. It's an i5. It's an i5, what is it, 4950?
Glory to
so quad-core at 3.3 gigahertz. Not too bad, actually, for about 85 bucks or so. It's actually pretty good, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the computer I'm going to build. So we have actually a priest. Oh, we have a priest quest here. Cleansing the Scar. I've actually never done this before. I don't think I've ever leveled a Blood Elf priest. The only priest I've ever made and leveled was... Well, actually, I've made a couple. When I played on retail, when TBC was retail back in the day, I had an undead priest was my main.
Remember,
let's just accept this, and I'll talk along the way, so I don't waste time, because I like to do that. I like to talk and waste time. So, undead priest was my main. I also had a human priest, but I only got him to like 40 or so, so not that big of a deal. So I've never done. I've done the undead specific race. It's like specifically they're priest spells, but for each individual race. So eventually, I believe when we get to like level 10 and then level 20, we will get 2 different priest spells that give us like blood elf only. I want to say that they're technically racial abilities, but for priest. So priest get racial abilities, which I think is pretty cool. I think the undead ones are probably the best. I think they get like Devouring Plague and Touch of the Grave or something like that. I can't really remember what Blood Elves get, but we will get them. So, what the fuck? So, wow. Next Cindy. Holy shit. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna add that. I'm pretty much speechless right now. Let's see if he's online. Did that not add him? That was from Nick Cindy, right? I spelled that correctly. Did he delete his character? Yeah, I'm spelling that correctly. I just can't. Maybe he's like... Oh no. Yeah, okay, he's right there. What is that little thing? Oh. I can set a note for him, that's pretty cool. Sorry about all these little cuts, but I don't know, my FPS is just dipping. So good thing I'm gonna be using a new computer pretty soon. So wow, I'm still speechless. He gave me $1,000. Like, that's a lot. It is a lot. But at the same time, I think getting gold on this server isn't as... It's like, gold in TBC, it's different. The economy is different than in vanilla. In vanilla, not a lot of gold in the economy. In TBC, there's probably a lot more gold. Plus, this isn't I wouldn't call this a quote-unquote fun server, but it is a little less Blizz-like than like Nostalrius was. Alright, maybe that helps things. I had this game running in windowed and maximized, so I shut that off and I just put it full screen, so hopefully that helps things FPS wise. So we have a couple quests here. Unstable mana crystals, let's do that. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry for the cuts. Let's just pick up all these quests here, and then I'm going to run back out and start actually doing them. So thank you, Next Cindy, if you're watching. He said, "A Lamau, fucking meme-tastic, bro," and that's it. Doesn't show up anywhere else. I don't know. But he gave me 1,000 gold. Anyway, as I was saying something about there being a bit more gold flowing through the economy in TBC than in vanilla. So let's just accept this. So yeah, 1,000 gold. Still, that's nothing to scoff at. 1,000 gold is a fucking 1,000. Like, dude, I'm set. I am set for life. And Fraps fucking sucks my balls. I don't know why. So let's just start killing shit. I guess we can do that. 1,000 gold. Wow. I don't have to worry about anything. Like, I can buy everything. I don't even have to. I don't even have to like level anymore. I can just not play. I can just buy everything, stay at level 7, and do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, we've discovered Feth's Way. That's a weird name. I don't know why. So we have a few quests here. Let's just run through these really quickly. We have Cleansing the Scar. I actually don't know where that even is. Oh, that's over there. Okay, I know where that is. So the priest quest wants us, this dude, our priest trainer, wants us to bless these 6 different rangers with power word fortitude. So okay, we can do that. Alrighty, sorry about that. That should be good. We should maybe be good. I don't know. I think Windows Movie Maker exe was still running in the background as a glitch using like 50% of my processor. I don't know why it's doing that. So hopefully we should be good. I don't know. We'll see. So we have a few more quests. I think I just went over the priest quest. We also have Major Malfunction, which tasks us with killing these arcane patrollers and then collecting 6 arcane cores. And then we have Unstable Mana Crystals, which you just saw me loot one of those crates. And then, yeah, so we need 6 of those. And then Wanted, Thaelis the Hungerer. So that was from the main dude. So these are arcane cores. Cool. I guess we don't really have to kill the wretched urchins. We can for, like, experience purposes, but we're pretty much set experience-wise, so let's try and avoid killing any extra mobs that we don't have to kill. So these guys are humanoids, the wretched. I believe their story is they used to be blood elves, but then they've been corrupted by something like they've been not corrupted. What the fuck was that? So because blood elves got cut off from their like arcane, what's the word I'm looking for? They have an addiction to arcane magic or fel magic, and when they got cut off from it, a lot of them turned into these wretched. So they kind of got weakened, and it's basically like major withdrawals from. It's either like fel magic or arcane magic or something weird like that. So there's going to be a bunch of these, whoops. Well, that was something. I have a bit of latency here. And I'm out of mana. This is not good. I have 2 mana taps here. I can use one of them. Kill the wretched. Okay. So we're gonna get a lot of experience here that I didn't really want to get. Anyway, there's a couple ruins around here. There's Feth's Way, which I've actually, you know what? I've never really explored this whole part. I really only run over here to this main area, loot all the different unstable mana crates, kill the main dude, Thaelis, and then that's basically it. I run back, turn these quests in. Alrighty, everybody, I am back. So apologies, but I think, and I hope, that the frame rate issues will subside for the rest of the episode. I restarted my computer. I was trying to clear up more hard drive space. My computer is acting really weird. Like before, it said I had 90 gigs of space left on my hard drive, and then I was deleting some stuff, and then it dropped. Well, it went up to 137 gigs of free space, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? That's not right. So I don't know. I restarted my computer. Apparently, I had deleted a bunch of stuff that it didn't take that into effect until I don't know, until much later. So I'm helping this warlock kill this wretched. We don't have to kill these wretched urchins. They're not part of any quest, but there is an NPC who spawns here. Thaelis. I'll invite you. Do wish you said that? Yeah, sure. I'll invite this dude too. Just so that we can kill the mob when he respawns, and then we can all loot the head at the same time, so we're not waiting for the respawn over and over and over again. So, just a little recap. Just a little recap. We got a bunch of quests over in Falconing Square. We can do all of them basically they require you to be in the ruins of Silvermoon, except this specific one, Thaelis, is right here where I am. This sort of tall building in the middle. I wouldn't say the middle of everything. So, he's here. There he is. I got aggro. Let's kill this bastard. Smite him down. You shall be smitten! Thaelis the Hungry. He's level 6. Doesn't deal much damage, but boy oh boy, was that easy. Okay, so we got Thaelis' head. That's one quest complete. So we have 4 out of 6 unstable mana crystals. That's a bit more probably. Are we killing these arcane patrollers? Let's kill these arcane patrollers. Wretched urchin. Fuck off, bro. So, yeah, these wretched urchins basically don't have any quest associated with them. They're just for experience, I suppose, and annoyance in this area, in this general area. So let's loot an arcane core. My paladin friend, did he loot the core too? I'm not sure if he looted a core as well. So we're gonna try and avoid these wretched urchins. I guess I'm just gonna leave this group and finish the rest of these by myself. So we need 3 more arcane cores looted from these patrollers, and then 2 more unstable mana crystals from these unstable mana crystal crates. Obviously, as the crates imply, they contain unstable mana crystals, and we need to loot those suckers for this quest. And another thing, I just want to recap. So I recapped the quests I got because boy oh boy was my FPS dipping down to about one second every time. And another weird thing that was happening was Windows Movie Maker was running in the background for whatever reason, and it was using up like 90% of my processor, which is weird, mostly because I haven't used Movie Maker since yesterday. So anyway, I just restarted my computer. Things are looking a-okay. And before I was sucking them out, I've bought all the new parts for my new computer that I'm going to build, so I'm pretty excited. It's going to be, obviously, an Intel. I got a new NVIDIA card. So I bought probably about half a year ago. I want to say about 6 months maybe. Maybe a little, not longer, shorter, maybe a bit sooner than 6 months. But I bought from Best Buy, which is... I guess in my defense, I don't know. I saw it and I thought, hey, that's better than the card I have now, so I bought it. It was like, I don't know, $100 or so. It wasn't too bad. Actually, no, you know what? I got it on Newegg. It was at Best Buy, but I got it for $50 cheaper on Newegg. Anyway, it was an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 Ti overclocked or superclocked or whatever it is. So I got it pretty cheap from Newegg, and I've been using it ever since, and it's a lot better than my old card was a Radeon 4850 that I got in like 2012. So the TI has lasted me. Alrighty guys, sorry about the cut, but we have just discovered a skulking row. Alright, so we got an arcane patroller right here. Let's go ahead and attack this dude. Excuse me. So that cut, it might have seemed odd. I think my game crashed. It might have been the server. I'm not sure. I had trouble getting in. I was trying to log in, and I kept getting stuck on retrieving the character list. So I don't know if that tells you guys anything. I don't know when you get stuck on a loading time, what it means, if that's either your computer or if it is the server. But regardless, we need 2 more arcane cores, and then we are G2G or G2G good to go, and we can fuck off on back to Falcon Wing Square and turn in all these quests, get some follow-ups, and then we can go do Cleansing the Scar, which is our first priest-only quest. Actually, no, it's not sure. We had another priest-only quest in the starting zone, but I don't think that really counts. Because it was just something simple like go talk to Well Watcher Solanian or something like that. Anyway, one of the wretched urchins said in Thaelis, which is Night Elf language, I believe, I cannot stand the pain, I must find a new source. So yeah, basically, I believe these wretched urchins are elves. Actually, are blood elves just night elves that became addicted to arcane mana or fel mana or whatever magic? Maybe. And then these wretched urchins are the ones that are so withdrawn that they've turned into these decrepit, evil creature type things. I don't know. Arcane Patroller, uphold the law. So basically, it's a giant robot. It's a peace and justice bringing robot. He's patrolling the lands. Okay, so we're done here. I'm just gonna run back here. I'm gonna aggro these dudes, but you know, I shielded up. I should be good. Once we turn all these quests in, I foresee us leveling to 8, and then we can go buy some new abilities. With our 1,000 gold that we got, holy shit, I still am pretty in awe that I got that much gold. Anyway, first and foremost, here is Magister Geronis. Pretty close to Jabroni, so I'm just going to call you Magister Jabroni from now on, because that's, you know, that's pretty fun. Have you succeeded in gathering the arcane cores? I have. Here are 6 of them. Give me that light silk robe, boy. Alright, deliver the unmarked letter to Laykeeper Kaidenis at the North Sanctum in Eversong. You got it, bro. What does this say? Let's read his letter. Oh, we can't read his letter. Alright. So we have a wretched captive here, and then Sergeant Can Rin. He can Rin you. Okay. Wanted, Thaelis the Hunger. You have something to show me? Yes. Here is your head, brah. Here is his head. That scoundrel Thaelis finally met his fate. Please, I must feed on something soon. A mana crystal, a shard, anything. The pain is unbearable. Alright, so let's turn this quest in. Get some silver. Woo! Ding, ding, ding. Level 8. A boy. 5 hit points, 19 mana, agility, stam, and intellect by 1, and my spirit by 2. Now let's talk to Eldon Sunbrand, captain of the Bloodhawks, and turn in all these unstable mana crystals. And then he, too, has a follow-up. Travel to the West Sanctum, southwest of Falconwing Square, and defeat any intruders present there. Alright. Darnashan intruders.
Keep your wits
so
about.
Basically, way over here, there is a Darnashan intruder, and we must defeat him. Okay, so now that we level up to 8, we don't have any talents yet, but we do have some new abilities we can buy, so let's go run up and talk to our priest trainer up here. You know what? I probably should have ran and done his quest first, but that's okay. We actually get a pretty good Oh, Robes of Silver Moon, +1 spirit. That's actually pretty good at level, I believe this quest is available at 6, maybe 7. That's pretty good at 6 or 7. No, we don't want to turn the quest in. We want to train. Train me. Oh, renew, baby. Yes. Fade. Kind of garbage, but whatever. Mind Blast at level 10. Oh, I am counting down the levels until I can get Mind Blast. That'd be pretty sweet. I want to sell shit. Oh, I can't sell shit to you. Alright, so let's do this first. Let's just sell this shit. Hunk of bread. Why do we have so much bread? Where did we get all that bread from? I don't know. But just a recap. Because when I open up my mail near the mid of this episode, mid-episode, if you guys want to skip back there, it got really laggy. But my good pal Nexindi sent me a meme arrow smiley face and said enjoy, and gave me a fucking 1,000 gold. Like, holy shit, that is an insane amount of gold. So dang, that's pretty cool. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Tomorrowland in Disneyland. If you guys live in SoCal or have visited SoCal and gone to Disneyland, that's what that reminds me of. I've only been there probably like 5 or 6 times in my whole life, so it's not like I don't have a pass. It's not like I go there every day. I wish I did. That'd be pretty tits, yo. Alright, so these are the Eversong Rangers here. I'll just show you on the map, sort of at the beginning of the Dead Scar here. And we can go ahead and bless 6 of them. Basically, this quest is super fucking easy. It's just a waste of my mana, like 28% of my mana gone. So we just bless these Rangers here, and we get 6 out of 6, quest complete. And Ranger Jayla here actually has a quest for us as well. She wants us to slay 8 Plagueborn Pillagers. But let me think if I want to do that right now or not. I think not, so let's not. Hey there, brah. Have some fortitude. Have 3 stamina. Because 3 is better than none, you know? Okay, so let's run over here. We got some feral Dragonhawk hatchlings. That's pretty cool. These guys are pretty cool. I believe you can tame these if you're a hunter. These are tameable. So it's a cool little model you can have. I don't think they're any better than, like, say, any of the cat mobs that you can train, because those are definitely the DPS dealers. These are more of a what you would call a support type role. So they have an ability, I think it's called like Dragon's Breath, that increases magical damage taken by 8%. So that's pretty good in like battlegrounds for PvP and such. So let's go ahead and talk to our friend, the Lay Keeper here. Delivery to the North Sanctum, unmarked letter. Here you go, bro. Thank you. I've been expecting this letter. So speak to Lay Keeper Valenia at the West Sanctum.
Farewell.
So now we have a couple quests over at the West Sanctum to turn in, but for now, let's just run back. You can listen to my sweet, soothing voice as I console you. And let's run back to Falcon Wing Square. Let's run back to the inn. We'll turn in the priest quest, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. An episode, I should say. I'll call it quits. I didn't want to say call it quits because it sounds like I'm quitting. Because I'm not quitting, but I'm just pausing for the day, or for the night, I should say. So we got quite a lot accomplished this episode. We did like 5 or 6 quests. This episode's pretty long. It's also the beginning portion of this episode's not too great because for whatever reason my computer did not like Fraps recording at the same time as me playing. So anyway, let's turn this quest in. Robes of the Silver Moon. I keep saying Rubes, which doesn't make any sense. So now we have our first green already. 3 episodes in, and our first green item. +1 spirit. That's pretty good. In the bottom it says classes : priest. So it's a priest specific armor piece of wearable armor. Anyway, let's see. Consume magic. Is that what we get? You know what? I think consume magic might be the blood elf racial for priest class, because I don't remember getting this on any other priest that I've had. Dispels 1 beneficial magic effect from the caster and gives them 120 to 154 mana. The dispelled effect must be a priest. What? Oh, I see. Consume magic. I was reading this as a target. So basically, you would consume one of your priest spells and then in return gain mana, which, yeah, I guess that would work. 2-minute cooldown. Because technically, if we got this at 20, our power word Fortitude is going to be this rank 2, which is going to be 70 mana. So if we consume that, then we basically we get the effect taken off of us, but we get like basically 3 times the mana in return, which is, you know, not too bad. More like two times the mana. But there is another. What's the other one? There must be another one. Levitate? No, that's all priests get that. I'm like, levitate? No. We could filter. No, we can't filter through there. There is another spell in here somewhere. Maybe it's a holy spell. Heal, holy fire. No, these are all. Abolish disease. No, that's not it. It must be a. Maybe it's a shadow. Shadow magic. Mind soothe. No, that's not it. Mind vision. Touch of weakness. Oh no, that's what I was thinking of. I thought this was an undead one, but I guess apparently not. Mind blast. Mind vision. Huh. I'll have to look it up because I know each race gets 2 different priest abilities. I think trolls are pretty good. They get sort of like a lightning shield, like a shaman's lightning shield, but they get it. It's like called shadow guard or shadow orbs. It's basically like 3 shadow orbs that deal damage, and then they also get, I forget what the other one is, like starfall or something. Undead I know get. I thought they got touch of darkness. Maybe it's touch. I thought touch of darkness was for undead only, but maybe they get. I know they get devouring plague. That's the other one that they get. So here's a blood elf mage. I guess I'll buff you for sure. And a blood elf rogue. Front stabber. Okay. So instead of backstabber, we got front stabber. That might be a twink actually. Level 19. Interesting. Anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. I know wow, the end of this episode I probably dragged on for a bit longer than it needed to be, so let's end with a nice pretty shot of me in front of this fountain. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's going to be a bit longer than I probably would have liked or expected, and it's going to be a bit laggier, but hopefully that issue will not arise next episode. And as I mentioned before, I am going to be building my new computer pretty soon, probably within the next week or so, just as I get all the parts start shipping to me. And then I'll build that, and then I can play on a nice new computer, and I will probably be running at like 60 FPS with no lag. The videos won't be like kind of black box down to what they look like now. I've got a new monitor as well, and that one's not a wide. This monitor I'm using right now is, I'll show you in the resolution, it's 1920 by 1200, so I don't know how that affects like the processing or the recording or anything like that, but it might, and that could be why the videos kind of get that black box around all the edges. Anyway, rant over. Thank you for watching. As always, this has been Thaelis, aka Red Sox fan, and until next time, I hope you all stay classy.